I had a squeaky voice. And
you have a low voice now.
Now it dropped.
You're a grown-ass man.
I'm a grown-ass man. But I started like writing songs, and then acting was just always predominant for me. And I think my music was a bit too dark for Disney's taste. Yeah.
You didn't have a bowl cut, first of all. Or though you were probably after bowl cut. You were just like
I
had
like a mullet-ish.
You had a mullet?
It was almost like a mullet. It would have been better if it was a mullet.
Did you enjoy your time doing like family programming though? Like what was good about it? Do you believe in Disney magic?
You know, actually, it's
I do.
It's so cheesy to say. I think the part that I enjoyed the most was like getting to interact with kids.
Yeah,
like,
I know, me
like
too, man.
Being able to just like, it was so crazy to me because I didn't grow up with a lot of money. Like I grew up very poor and struggling, and like it was so crazy to me that me, a little shithead, like 12-year-old, 13-year-old, could like just see a kid and give them a hug and make their day. Like it was very special, and I was very, very grateful for it. Like, and I think I'm very grateful to Disney for giving me that, like to be able to still carry that today and give me the platform to, I make jokes and I tease, but like I do love people.
Dude, me too.
I love humans.
I think people misinterpret our journey in that way.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately really love and believe in Disney magic. And sometimes I'm like, it doesn't even need to have the word Disney, but there is a certain sense of like, everybody, it's not unspoken, but everyone understands the feeling that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like walking down Main Street, smelling the churros. Like,
I think that's like when people say to me, they're just like, oh, like how screwed up was it being on Disney? The thing is I always say like being on Disney wasn't bad. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, every job has a hard day, and no matter what you do. Like, you're not going to like every one of your coworkers, but that's just life.
Well, what do you say when they say that?
I always say, I don't think what it is it's just an exposure to the world very young. And it's like, it's not Disney. It's what comes out of that. It's like, I was going to like big parties at like 14. You know what I mean? So I'm getting exposed to things young. Like, it's not just
Wait, I'm sorry. Were there drugs at the parties that you were going to at 14?
Yeah.
Like Coke and stuff?
Yeah,
that fucking sucked. That makes me so angry. I didn't see cocaine at parties until I was in my 20s. And that was because I
saw a person do cocaine for the first. I mean, I took my first sip of alcohol at 14.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see that.
Yeah.
But like God, that makes me so angry. I'm sorry. I'm like, I just want to beat everyone up for you. God, sorry.
Well, I think it's just all like that's the thing. It's like everyone just wanted to get the Disney kid drunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I remember
it wasn't Disney. It's not like I had like some network executive like feeding me drugs. Like, no, being on Disney was fine. Like, it was a good time. I met some of my favorite people ever from it. Like, I'm extremely grateful to Disney. And like, to be honest, this side that happened, like the kids trying to get me drunk because I was on Disney, like. I don't blame Disney for that. Like,
there's nothing to do with
Disney didn't do shit. And like, even when I went into the network, Disney was like, they said it in their own Disney way, like, hey, you're with us for these 4 years, and like, we will take care and love you for these 4 years, and then after, you're not really our problem. You know what I mean?
Oh, they kind of said that? I didn't know that
they did, because they did like the orientation.
Oh, I've heard of the orientation.
Yeah.
In fact, I've told them, I've begged them. I was like, please let me can I be a camp counselor, please?
Yeah, they did. I did the orientation.
They're like, keep her the fuck away.
Laura Morano did our orientation.
Wait, she came in and spoke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She came
Another
in
Italian girl.
Yeah, I love
Laura
Laura.
Morano.
I started with Austin and Ally. That was my first Disney show.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was like working with Ross.
So what did Laura Morano do to orient you into being a child actor?
This is really fun, and like, you know, they did.
Yeah, but was that helpful?
I mean, no.
That's why they don't want me coming in.
No, because I feel like if
so
like
I'll be like, listen, bitches, have you seen my podcast?
the real help would to be like, listen, kids, like Disney's gonna be fine. Just it's the outside shit you need to watch out for.
Exactly.
You know? Like they don't really tell you that aspect. You know,
it's just an industry thing. I've said it before. It's infrastructure. It's finding a way to have the fucking union come and
Right.
be like, hey, here's a mental health person for you to see. Like, you
Our
know,
ca- our
like,
set-
I don't know,
our set.
semi-frequently before you hit the regular world or something. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we
There
we
is
have
actually.
the-
I should shout out to Looking Ahead because I'm on their advisory whatever committees.
Right.
And Corbin Blue is like their main celebrity ambassador, but he's really hands-on. And Looking Ahead is trying to forge a path forward where they can be a little bit more active with the
Right.
studios and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
let's hope that.
I mean,
happens.
I will say, like, you know, Disney, our cast definitely had some drama.
Oh wait, weren't you on like Nicky Ricky and
no,
whatever?
well, that show,
Dude, I
had-
heard that there was so much.
that
drama
show
on
had
that
a lot
show.
of drama, but I was a guest star. I'd pop in, I'd do my thing. The
Okay.
other thing is like, I was even talking to my cast about this. It's like,
I love how you call it your cast because it's like you've done a lot of shows.
well, from Stuck in the Middle,
But
like I was talking,
I
I
feel
was
like
talking
that's your
to them.
first
Yeah,
love.
they were well, like I did shows before that, but Stuck was like that's like my family cast,
see that.
you know, and like I was talking to them yesterday, and like we were just kind of talking about like set beefs that we all had, and like things like just reminiscing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just kind of like, I never really had a like. I've always just been very easygoing. Like I can kind of get along with everyone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't really share that same like issues. Like we had a set therapist, and like
Oh, you did,
we did, yeah.
and they were helpful.
I think so. I
Okay.
think they just like they gave people a place to let out their emotions rather than on each other.
I didn't know that was.
I didn't go.
Okay, but it
I
was an
didn't really-
option for
I didn't.
you.
Yeah, I didn't really have like a reason to. Like I said, I
Set
was just like.
therapist?
I was just like very cool with everyone. Like
Mm-hmm.
I got along with everyone. I had the people I was closer to for sure, but like there was no one that I was like I hate them. Like I just was cool with everyone. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was also because it helped because like we had the age groups were very interesting. You had 3 little kids, 2 boys and 1 girl. And then you had like me, Jenna, and then Kayla and Ronnie that were all in a very similar age group. But as like the boy in that group of 3 girls, it's kind of just more like it was like having sisters, you know, like they were gonna give me flack and I took it and I made jokes and I was the jokester. And like honestly, I loved hanging out with the little ones. Like we called them the little ones. And like
Yeah.
we had a swing set outside and I'd push them on the swings and hang out with them. Like I didn't grow up with a family. Like I didn't
Yeah.
have brothers and sisters. So when I got into the cast, like I very much took it like this is my family. Like those are my little brothers, those are my little sisters. Like when I saw Ariana at that party
Yeah,
or the
I was just
that
gonna
event the
mention
other
that.
night,
Yeah.
I was Hawk. I was walking by,
You're like,
keeping
"Don't
an
look
eye
at her.
on her.
Don't look at her."
I was looking at her. I was like, "You behaving
Cuban,
yourself."
Sicilian, like
I'm like, "You behaving yourself." I'm seeing boys standing around her. I'm like, "You just stay away, you stay." You know, but because
Oh,
I
that's
do,
so
I do have a
cute.
very protective nature. Like
I
just,
can totally see that.
just over them. Like they're very, like they're my family,
Yeah.
and I love them, and I don't need to see them, and that's how I know that they're my family. Like
Yeah,
I think the true friends and true family are not people that you need to see all the time.
Dude, low maintenance friends are the best, especially if they're people that like, you know, they do check in on you
Yeah.
every now and then and you guys can because the one other thing I'll say is that low maintenance is great, but if it's like too low maintenance, then it's like what are we doing here?
Well, then you also get like a little bit too detached, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
but I think cast is different. I agree.
yeah,
Like,
I
you
think
can't
like I don't, you know, like Jenna's always traveling and she's everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like
what is that like, by the way, to see Jenna be like blowing up and like? I mean, are you not
I'm just-
surprised?
no, I think I always knew. Like, I think from like the very beginning, I think everyone kind of knew. Like, you know, and she's deserving of it. You know, like she's really.
Am I
great.
okay to be obsessed with her? Like,
No, absolutely.
I should be
And
because
you
I
know what's
am.
actually great? What people like don't even know, like behind the scenes, is like that girl really paved the path that she's on right now, because we would talk to like her and her mom, and they'd be like, "Oh, she was offered this role," and Jenna would turn down. Like Jenna's turned down some big roles to knowing that. Like I think the path that she's on right now, from the Wednesday and all those sorts of shows, like she wanted to be that. She didn't want to play conventionally, you know, normal characters. She likes putting herself outside the box, you know,
Yeah.
and she stuck to her guns on that.
I
And,
would
like,
fucking love to see you on Wednesday to come back. And I think that's a really great opportunity.
that would be sweet.
You should be like her long lost brother.
That would
or
be-
Edgar Allan Poe or like somebody.
It'd be so sick to work with
That'd
her.
be so cool to see you guys because you guys are such great casting and you're such a great
it's,
vibe
it's
for that
really
show.
like her and I always just had I think, really good on-set chemistry.
Yeah.
Like we bounce off of each other really well. She's definitely like one of my most favorite opposites that I've had to like act with.
Nice.
She just like, I don't know, she's very natural.
Yeah.
In what she does, and she helps you feel natural because you feel relaxed.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
And just very professional. Like always like not that messing up your lines is not professional, but just like she always came ready, she came prepared, she came to set like
she cared.
She cared. Yeah, she cared. And like she was always a great scene partner and would have like we'd have fun, but we'd get the scene done. Like and on those, because we did 5 days, like 5 filming days. We didn't do like the 2 days of like how they do.
It was like a sitcom?
2 rehearsal. Yeah, we did it episodic though.
Oh, okay.
So we shot 5 days.
You shot more.
Yeah. And
that's
like
a lot.
long days.
Yeah.
So on those like
They're like, these kids are growing. We need to shoot as much as possible.
on those Tuesdays, at like 11 p.m. when we had been on set for quite a while already, and like I'd been up since early to do school as well. Like it helped having a good scene partner.
Thanks so much for checking out this clip for the Vulnerable Podcast. For the full episode, go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. That link is in the description. Thanks again.